I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Noel.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Green in at the point guard. And for the Thunder, we've got Ibaka. Gallinari is out there with McCaw. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Robertson in at the 2. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
And that one's good. Green.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Paul. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Good on the shot.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Green taking his time here for the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Paul. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
Green against Paul. The drive by Green on the wing. James. Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Paul kicks to Ibaka. Here's McCaw. Green with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Green. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas. And Kuzma stays with it.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Green against Paul. Here's the teardrop, and he's able to get it back. And that one, good. Los Angeles leading by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking 1 apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, "We were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. We can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight, guys."
Thank you, David.
Well, Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick back in 2012, a perennial all-star, 6 of his 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans, where he averaged over 20 points per game. He is a superstar and one of the more rare birds in the league at his position to be able to do what he does.
Now here's Robertson, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Here's McCaw, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. On the wing, Green puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Green's got 9. And Brent, you look at the different ways that Davis can affect a game. What stands out to you most?
Well, really his skill level.
There with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gallinari. Patrick McCaw comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Robertson in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Murray comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. LeBron's checked in for Murray. And it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Taking a look at the Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. DeMarcus Cousins out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the 1.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment but still converting the basket. Toughness.
Outside, Green. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 12.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Back to Ibaka. Shoots over McGee. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Ibaka.
And for a big guy who came into the league fairly raw, Ibaka's jump shot now looks second nature.
Outside, Green. Pass to McGee. James, that's a two-pointer. They get it again. McGee's shot is off.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's McCaw, covered by LeBron. It's stolen by Green. Pass break, the Lakers. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
There's the pass to Noel. Inside, McGee with the block.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Thunder trailing by 12. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent, and sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry and how it'll be affected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Paul surveying the floor. Baseline jumper, and the jumper falls for him. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
It's so good off the bounce on that smooth release, establishing that rhythm. That is a good-looking J.
Green against Paul. Now Green 17 points in the game, 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. No good, shot missing. Good work defensively by Paul. Thunder trailing by 11. 26 seconds left in the first half. Robertson finds Paul. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Green against Paul. Outside, Green. But they get it back. Gets it off. Got it!
No way!
Got it! What a shot! From the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Oklahoma City right now, Robertson is out there with Paul. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Ibaka, and it's McCaw in at the 3 spot. And it's Gallinari missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
From deep, Green.
It was a stellar effort from Gallinari there, really contesting.
Green, no luck. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Right wing. Kuzma passes to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Great open look there. 10 points for Chris Paul.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
Ball against Green. From deep. Trying to get open is Davis. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, they're down around 72%.
The Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for Ibaka. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Terrence Ferguson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Murray. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And Cousins kicks to Green. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Chris Paul's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. James checked in for Los Angeles. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
the one up put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Green in at the point guard position.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
McCaw with the bucket.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
On the wing, Green, defended by Paul. Green against Paul. Pass to LeBron. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Over time, LeBron James just becomes more and more capable of more things. That time the jumper goes. Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers, and he can't hit the second.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Outside, Green. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure the guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. Have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Paul against Green. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Thunder trailing by 20. On the wing, Robertson. Guarded by Green. Robertson, the pass to McCaw. Paul outside. Will it go? Second chance shot. Ibaka, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the three. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. McGee with the block. Green passes to Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Up top, Ibaka, guarded by McGee. Shots good by Ibaka. Group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Murray. Danny Green, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. The free throw drops for Dudley. There's 57 seconds left in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the General. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure.
Just waiting for this guy to go.
Ronnie, man, I saw your dog in the lobby.
Jay, what's going on, man? Looking good.
You know, might rock this to the ESPYs.
Yeah, I think it's a little techie, but I think you should check out with Russ and see if he would be all right with that.
You're right.
Let's do this, man. I'm so glad to have you here. Obviously, you're the 2K cover. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So what you want me to do?
Yeah, we're going to run through some shots. We're going to get your jump shot, layup, and dunk. Let's start with that jump shot.
Okay.
I think you're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to back up over here. All right. Mocap ready. And action. And cut. Wow, that looked great, man.
Appreciate it, Ron.
All right, we got to get a layup. Let's make that happen. All right, mocap ready. And action. And cut. That looked great, man. Great, just need one more thing. I gotta get a dunk.
Anything in particular?
Oh, man, just make it as Che as possible.
Oh, for sure. You heard me?
All right, mocap ready. And action. And cut. What was that? I was looking for a dunk.
Hey, my bad, Ronnie.
Oh, man, just moving along. Nice job, dude.
Oh, man, I feel like I really didn't nail it, you know?
No, it was good. Look, we're going to clean it up in post. It's a video game after all.
For sure.
Hey, nice job.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you're going to love that cover.
For sure, man. Yeah, you the man. You got it for me.
Yeah, we got to ROM you out.
Oh, yeah, the lady Alex in the back told me I'd do that, too.
Yeah,
All right,
A-pose,
cool.
T-pose.
T-pose,
all that
like
good
this?
stuff. Yeah, that's
All right, cool.
T-pose.
How long is it going to take?
The alphabet A.
Hey, what's that face rhyme I did? I didn't like that face rhyme.